YouTube family, what's the word? What's the tune? What's the deal? It's your boy Soon, D Soon, back with another video. Listen, I know it's been a little minute. Look, y'all, right now I'm just chilling in the parking lot. This is like my little go-to spot where I want to record, get some content. I know it's been a little minute right now. But anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hold on. Nah, this is clean. Yeah, you see my hand, right? How I'm holding my hand. But listen, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I know it's been a little minute. My fault, y'all. Listen, I had to get me a tripod, and this tripod is legit. I fuck with it. If y'all want to know what tripod I got, you can comment down and maybe I'll give you tea on where I caught this tripod from. But anyway, we're gonna get right to the video. Y'all see the comment. Hope everybody's doing well. I know it's the holiday season right now. So yeah. So look, y'all see the title, right? So boom, we're gonna get right to the story. So this is the time I was working with this. I ain't gonna say she's an older woman because she's a couple years older than me at the time, but we happen to be somewhat in the same generation, but she's older than me, right? So boom. So I happened to work with this lady. So this lady, she's actually an immigrant at that too. Shout out to all my immigrants. I come from an immigrant household, so I know how it is, right? So I seen her one day at this gig I was working at the time, and I thought she was valid, she was cool, whatever. So me being me, I approach on some calm shit, nothing too crazy, on some like, and mind you, where I was at the time was it's a place pretty much where it's a lot of immigrants. So this is an opportunity for me to tighten up my Spanish. For those that don't know, I'm half Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Hondurans. So this was an opportunity for me to tighten up my Spanish, right? So this lady, she happens to be Colombian, right? So I might just walk around and just talk. I'm trying to get good lighting as I speak on the story. So got peep, white tea, all that. So look, so she happens to be Colombian or whatever. So I approach on some cool shit, hello, whatever, what's your name, this, that, and the third, and that's it. I kept it real small, short, to the point, that's it. So I say maybe weeks later, she ended up, the area that I was working at the time, she happened to be over in the same area where I was working at, right? So she came over, and eventually she got really cool. She opened up a little bit. I don't know what made her open up a little bit with me. When I'm saying open up, I say more receptive to saying good mornings, mind you, in Spanish, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm making this story quick, right? I'm not gonna drag it. It's just funny. You guys are gonna understand once I break it all down. Oh, this is great lighting. This lighting is fire. So one day, I'm actually walking to my crib from the gig. So she offers me a ride to the gig. Now, mind you, prior to this, I think I had asked her for her number, right? On some cool shit, nothing too crazy. So she was like, no. Did I ask her for her number? I didn't ask for her number at the time. So I was keeping it cordial. But the day of, when she asked me for a ride to my crib, I'm like, I'm cool. But listen, so as I mentioned before, she happens to be a little bit older than me. Yo, my fault. I had to clean up the data. So boom, let me finish it up real quick, my fault. So as I mentioned before, I met this lady I used to work with at the time. Colombian chick, she's cool, vibey. The location I was working at with her at the time, she happens to, it's the area that I was at and the gig I was at is predominantly Hispanics, right? So as I mentioned before, I'm half Hispanic, and it's an opportunity. I speak Spanish. You know, my Spanish, actually, me being there at the time, has definitely tightened up my Spanish. So my Spanish is pretty solid for the most part. Most of the people there said my Spanish is pretty good. So anyway, so as I mentioned before, I seen her. I thought she was alright looking. I kept it cool, kept it cordial, pushed up a little bit, not too much. You know what I'm saying? Get her name, where she from, what area she stay at, et cetera, et cetera. Then, as I mentioned, one day I happened to we get off, I'm on my way walking to my crib, I'm walking out the parking lot, and she calls my name. And I walk over to her car, and she's asking me if I want to ride home. So when women do that, that's already a free layup of her shooting her shot, in my opinion. Yes, y'all might say in the comments, she might just be nice, this, that, and the third, but nah. Ain't no woman is offering a nigga a ride home, especially, quote unquote, you are somewhat an ex-divorcee or in a current relationship, whatever the case may be, right? So when she offered me a ride home, I was telling her, I was like, yo, I'm cool. And I told her I'm straight. Or somebody about to pull up and shit. I told her I'm straight, yeah. So she's offering me a ride and shit. And then I tell her that, I tell her I'm good, but I was like, yo, what's your number? So Shorty started like, why? And I'm like, all right, forget it. Like, I didn't know if she was trying to make a scene or not, yeah. Yo, what's up with these cars pulling up, man? Yeah. I don't know if she was trying to make a scene or not, right? So I'm like, yo, it's cool, it's not a big deal or whatever. So the next day come around, I told her thank you in Spanish for offering me a ride, but you know, I was good. So weeks later, days go by, we get really, really cool. So she started opening up to me more about her personal life. She said that she got 2 kids. She was married for about maybe 13 years, got divorced, this, that, and the third. The reason why she got divorced, not to get too much into her business, but the whole point of this story was the fact that, now, again, I'm a nigga, I'm not asking a female for her number more than one time. You heard me the first time, I'm not even a guy to apply pressure like that if the pressure needs to be applied, right? But what I found intriguing in this whole story was the fact that she had lied about saying she didn't have a phone, which clearly she did, 1. And then 2, I'm thinking now, any woman that's offering a guy a ride to his crib, automatically, there's 2 things. She's shooting her shot, or she's trying to, you know what I'm saying, right? So those are the only 2 things, because, listen, this is 2025, we live in a crazy world. You don't know people's agendas, you don't know people's intentions, this, that, and the third, so you always gotta be mindful and keep your head on the swivel on who you interact with, who you deal with. So, with that being said, when she offered that, it had me flabbergasted a little bit, right? And then 3, if you claim, and she also had lied and said she had a boyfriend when clearly it was cap. And I'm saying to myself, if you clearly had a man's, people, comment down. If you have a significant other, whether my dude's got a shorty or ladies, you have a nigga, are you offering someone a ride to their crib in any situation? Comment down. Me personally, that's off limits. That's out of bounds. That's there's boundaries, and that's a boundary that should not be crossed, especially if this is someone you know, but you don't really know like that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, that's the story right there. I wanted to make it super quick, not too much. My fault if I paused. That's pretty much it, man. The moral of the story is, what is the moral of the story to this little story? Basically, just keeping it 100, just keeping it 100, and just letting your intentions, your true intentions know. Like, shout out to her, she's cool peoples or whatever the case, but I just thought that was a bit alarming. But anyway, make sure you guys comment, let me know your thoughts on this video. As I did mention before earlier in the video, I know it's the holiday season, so you know, if you ain't speak to somebody you ain't speak with in a minute, you know, reach out a text, shoot them, give a phone call, you know, let people know, you know, you're thinking about them or whatnot, and just send your blessings and praise. All right, I'm gonna catch you on the next video. I'm gonna try to drop another video right now. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all be safe. Deuces.